Hi students, today let's learn about blood platelets. Let's see what is platelets. Platelets or thrombocytes are small colorless cell fragments in our blood that form clots and stop or prevent bleeding. What is platelets? Platelets, otherwise it is called thrombocytes. Platelets are called thrombocytes. What is the meaning of thrombo? Thrombo means blood clot. Okay. Then what is thrombocytes? Cyte means cell. Okay. Which cell helps in clotting or to clot the blood? That is called thrombocytes. How they are? They are small and colorless. Where they are? In our blood. And what it does? It form clots or it stop or prevent bleeding. It form clots and it stops bleeding or it prevent bleeding. That is what platelet. Now let's see what do platelets look like. They are literally shaped like small plates. Now if we talk about its size, a matured platelet size is about 2 to 3 micrometer. Lifespan of this platelets is 5 to 9 days. About 2/3 of the platelets circulate in the blood and 1/3 is stored in the spleen. Once again, the platelets are literally shaped like small plates. The size of the matured platelet is 2 to 3 micrometer. Lifespan of platelets is 5 to 9 days. About 2/3 of the platelets circulate in the blood and 1/3 is stored in the spleen. Where these platelets are produced? Platelets are produced in our bone marrow. Where is bone marrow? Bone marrow is there inside the bones. How they are? How these bone marrows are? They are sponge-like tissues inside our bones. Okay. Platelets are produced in bone marrow. Bone marrow is present inside the bones. They are sponge-like tissues. Okay. Now, platelets are anucleate. Means they have no nucleus. Absence of nucleus. Anucleate. Now we learned that about RBC, WBC. Okay, RBCs when they are produced, they have nucleus. Later on, it loses its nucleus because they need to accommodate. RBCs needs to accommodate more hemoglobin. Why they need more hemoglobin? This oxygen has to bind with hemoglobin. Then oxyhemoglobin needs to be carried to throughout the body. Okay. So here these platelets are anucleate. Then the platelets, their lifespan is, we already learned that they have about 5 to 9 days left. Maximum 10 days. The spleen and the liver are the organs where these aged platelets are destroyed. After 10 days or 9 days, the platelets get destroyed in the spleen and liver. If they have not been used for hemostasis, Okay. These platelets, if they are not used for hemostasis. What is hemostasis? For clotting or to stop bleeding. If these platelets are not used, then they are destroyed in the spleen and liver. Once again, platelets are produced in bone marrow. Platelets are enucleate. After their lifespan or when they are old, when platelets are old, if they are not used for hemostasis or for clotting or to prevent bleeding or stop bleeding, if they are not used, then they are destroyed in the spleen and liver. What is unique about platelets? These platelets are the smallest of the three major types of blood cells. Now, what are these three major types of blood cells? That is red blood cells, white blood cells and blood platelets. Among all these three, these platelets are the smallest. Next is the normal platelet count is 1,50,000 to 3,50,000 per microliter of blood. How much? 1,50,000 to 3,50,000 per microliter of blood. That is the normal platelet count. Now, since these platelets are very small, they are very small, so they make up just a tiny fraction of the blood volume. These platelets are very tiny, so the fraction of blood is just very little amount. Okay, just a tiny fraction of the blood volume. They are the smallest blood cells. Then normal platelet count is 1,50,000 to 3,50,000. Since they are very small, they make a very tiny fraction of the blood volume. What are the functions of platelets? Their primary function is to prevent and stop bleeding. If a blood vessel is damaged, the body sends signals to platelets, then immediately platelets travel towards the injured area. Once they reach or once they arrive at the site, they clump together and form a clot that helps to stop the bleeding. That is how platelets stops the bleeding or prevent bleeding. Then the second function is platelets regulate tumor growth and extravasation. Tumor you all know, but what is extravasation? Extravasation means unintentional leakage of vesical fluid or fluid from the blood vessel unintentionally, or medication from the vein. Sometimes medications will be injected to the patient through vein. This may leak into the surrounding tissue. That is called extravasation. If platelet counts are below normal or very low platelet level, then what happens? There will be bleeding inside our body or underneath our skin or from the surface of our skin. There is chance for bleeding. If the platelet count is very low, then there is chance for life-threatening. Okay, severe thrombocytopenia, that is called low platelet count or low platelet level is called thrombocytopenia. Thrombocytopenia. This means low platelet level. If it is severe thrombocytopenia, then life is in danger. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon to stay tuned.